Good morning, students. This is Madam Sani. Let us begin our class today in chapter number 1. Today we are going to do some questions based on the exercise 1.4. The question reads: visualize the given numbers on the real number line. We are given two numbers. In the first part, the number is 3.76, that is known as terminating decimal. If it ends at after certain points, then it is called terminating decimal. And in the second part, we are given the number 4.26 bar. Bar on the two digits 26. That shows that these two digits are going to repeat themselves endlessly. And we have to represent these two numbers on the number line. So here begins the solution. Take the number 3.765. So you have to broadly classify this number, that between which two integers this number lies. So in the first step, we know that this number is greater than 3 but less than 4, right? So visualize this first part. Here is your number line. Here is, say, the integer 0. Here is the number 1, integer 1, integer 2, integer 3, integer 4, and so on. So your number lies in this range. Your number lies in this range, 3.764. Now, second part. In the second part, we know that we can make 10 divisions initially between 3 and 4, and which can be read as, so I am making 10 divisions between the integers 3 and 4, and which will be read as 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, 3.4, 3.5, 3.6, 3.7, 3.8, 3.9, and then the number 4. So here is your initial number 3 and 4, this block 3 and 4, and the first number is 3.1, second division is 3.2, third division 3.3, fourth division 3.4, fifth division 3.5, sixth division 3.6, 3.7, 3.8, 3.9, and then the number 4. So now look at your number 3.765. So 3.7, read up to one place of decimal. So 3.7, further it reads 65, lies between the two numbers 3.7 and 3.78. 3.7 and 3.8, as this number is more than 3.7 but less than 3.8. Now we have to divide it further up to 10th more places. So here is the depiction, the visualization for your number 3.7 and the number 3.8, and now again make 10 divisions. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the first number would be reading as 3.71, second is 3.72, then 3.73, 3.74, 3.75, 3.76, 3.77, 3.78, 3.79, and the last will be 3.8. Look at your number 3.765. So 3.765 lies between these two boundaries, 3.76 and 3.77. So this is the area where you have to focus now. again further subdivide it into 10 equal parts. So further subdivision of the numbers on the number line 3.76 and then 3.77. Against 10 subparts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the first number would read you 3.761, second 3.762, then 3.763, 3.764, this number 3.765, this number 3.766, 3.767, 3.768, and this is 3.769. Look at your number 3.765, your number. So this is 3.765 is exactly this position. Okay, so required position of number 3.765. Okay, repeating now the steps. Look at the given number. Number was 3.765. So you have to find out the two integers. Between those two integers this particular number lies. So 3.76 is more than the integer 3 but less than the integer 4. So the rough location is you have to go between the range 3 and 4. 3 and 4 there would be the number 3.765. Now we are approximating it to its exact location like this. So we'll divide the space between 3 and 4 into 10 equal parts as I showed you in the slide. Right? So we'll first can see now 3.76, 3 rupees 76 paisa is more than 3 rupees 70 paisa but less than 3 rupees 80 paisa. So here is the number 3.70 and 3.80. So this particular number lies between these two numbers. So the further classification, further division of this particular part. So when we further divided it into 10 equal parts, we can reach up to the 2 places of decimal. And we found out that the number 3.76 is here, 3.77 is here, and my number 3.765 must be between these two boundaries. So we further divide these two boundaries into 10 equal parts. The division is done here, and then we read it 3.761, 3.762 and so on, and then we exactly read the number 3.765, which is our required number. Okay.